I got to go over to Gwen's house and meet with her and just kind of talk to her about what the album was about for her, what the title, Return to Saturn, meant.
People say there's this thing called Saturn returns, which is supposed to be a time in your life when you turn 28 through 30. That's supposed to be a whole time of questioning and change, and it's fuel for creativity.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. March 5th, 2024 marked my official Saturn return. For those who might not know, a Saturn return is an astrological phenomenon that occurs when Saturn comes back to the same position in the sky that it occupied at the moment of your birth. It happens roughly every 29.5 years, marking significant periods of growth and change. The first Saturn return occurs at ages 27 to 30. The second Saturn return occurs at ages 56 to 59. And the third Saturn return occurs at ages 86 to 89. Each return represents a major threshold and an entrance into the next stage of life. Saturn is the planet of responsibility, discipline, order, and karma. I'm a Taurus Sun born on May 4th, 1994. According to my birth chart, my Saturn is in Pisces. A lot of old souls share this placement. It represents a time of deep understanding, forgiveness, and healing from past wounds. During this transit, spiritual revelation could come with a great deal of introspection and a desire to understand the deeper meaning behind why certain events happened in our life. Those with their Saturn in Pisces combine the structural nature of Saturn with Pisces' creativity to turn their dreams into a reality. I'm almost 30. I've been reflecting on the life lessons I learned in my 20s. It was a tumultuous decade of exploration, making mistakes, and most importantly, growing. My Saturn return in my late 20s intensified these lessons. Here's what I learned along the way. Let go of the past. The past is the past. It already happened. There's nothing you can do to change it. The only thing you can do is learn from your mistakes. I had a difficult past just like many others. I discussed this on my New York City Tales podcast. I don't want to talk about my past like a broken record because I already overcame it. That was a million light years ago, and I don't live there anymore. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means accepting what happened, learning from it, and moving forward. The past is gone, but the future is yet to come. Don't be a people pleaser. When I was younger, I wanted to make everyone around me happy at my own expense. Realistically, it's impossible to please everyone. Pizza can do that, but not a human being. Due to my upbringing, I was afraid of disappointing people. I attracted friendships that were transactional and superficial. These fake friends were narcissistic and manipulative. They wanted to mold me into the person they wanted me to be. I stopped being a pushover in my early 20s when I learned that saying no to people can be liberating. I started setting boundaries, and now life is simple. I don't have to worry about others disliking me or guilt-tripping me if I don't cater to their demands. Honestly, who cares about being liked? Once you're out of high school and college, you're pretty much on your own, and you can't control what others think or say about you. I understand that not everyone is going to like me, just like I'm not going to like everyone. It's important to always be true and authentic to yourself. After all, those who appreciate us for who we truly are the ones who truly matter. I'm not responsible for other people's happiness. Likewise, other people aren't responsible for my happiness. True happiness comes from within. Success is the best revenge. I have a long list of people who screwed me over in the past. Some I've gotten even with because they push my buttons. I have a dark side like everyone else, and believe me, you wouldn't want to see me angry. I don't feel sorry for these people because they had it coming. Revenge can be pretty satisfying, and it's a dish best served cold, but it can also backfire and lead to more resentment. Now that I'm older, I don't have the time or energy to waste on people who did me wrong. I've learned that people are usually their own worst enemy, and they will eventually destroy themselves. It's called karma, and it doesn't miss an address. To be quite frank, I just want these people to disappear and leave me alone. I owe them nothing. The most intelligent way to rise above your enemies is through massive success and moving forward. No F's given. Friends come and go, but only the real ones will stick around. As you evolve, your friend circle starts to shrink. Adult friendships are more about quality instead of quantity. You begin to value deeper connections and shared experiences over the number of friends you have. You start to appreciate friends who understand you, support you, and invest time and effort into the relationship. That means no more fake and fairy fair weather friends. In my 20s, I had several acquaintances. Some of them became my friends while others grew apart. It's okay to let go of friendships that no longer serve you or align with your values. The ones who stuck around are still in my life, however, we don't talk as much. I respect that they have busy lives. Once in a while, I get together with my friends to hang out and catch up. True friendship isn't about being inseparable, it's about being separated and knowing nothing will change. I keep my circle very small because not everyone will understand the complex human being that I am. I appreciate the few real ones who accept me, flaws and all, and make a difference in my life. Not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. There have been many times where I felt disappointed because I didn't get what I wanted. I thought that the universe was cursing me and preventing me from winning, whether it was a career opportunity, relationship, friendship, etc. No matter how hard I tried, nothing seemed to work out in my favor. Until then, I changed my way of thinking. I started to look for the silver lining in my failures. Perhaps the things I desired weren't good for me. Maybe they were going to lead me down a path that wasn't destined for me. After all, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. I wasn't cursed. I was lucky. Bullets dodged were blessings in disguise. The beautiful part of life is its unpredictability. You never know what's going to happen next. The curveballs thrown at you can lead you down paths that are a much better fit. The universe is doing you a favor by not giving you the things you want, by redirecting you to the things you need. That's why you should never force opportunities that aren't meant for you. Trust that things will fall into place, just not in the way that you imagined. Expect nothing, but appreciate everything. Set boundaries with toxic people. I will never be controlled. The only person I can control is me. That means I will not tolerate disrespectful, unsupportive, and toxic individuals in real life and online. Toxic people can be anyone who makes your life difficult. These people lie, manipulate, blame others, play the victim, and rarely apologize. I have a lot of bad experiences dealing with toxic people, which has contributed to my trust issues. Unfortunately, people nowadays are very problematic and have bad intentions and will make a mess out of your life. That is, if you let them in the first place. If you're too nice, people will walk all over you and you'll always get the short end of the stick. Asserting boundaries is about self-care and maintaining healthy relationships. While we can't control others' behavior, we can prioritize our well-being and distance ourselves from toxicity. Trust your instincts before letting someone into your circle. Your intuition is always correct. Honesty is the best policy. They say the truth hurts, which I do agree. The truth is often unpleasant, and it's not what we want to hear. Don't shoot the messenger, though. The truth can also set you free. It's essential for growth and positive change. Telling the truth can lead to better decision-making, trustworthy relationships, and a more fulfilling life. Honesty is a great principle to live by, but it's always good to consider the situation and deliver the truth in a way that is respectful and considerate. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Humans have this habit of comparing their lives to others. They believe someone else has it better, which creates unnecessary envy and hatred. People make assumptions about others without knowing the full story. I have yet to meet a person who has it easy. In fact, all of the people I've met in real life have their own struggles and challenges. Maybe it's not always visible, but underneath the surface, most people are facing something personal. Social media and curated online highlight reels can create a distorted view of others' lives. At the end of the day, it's all an illusion. Life often teaches us that contentment and gratitude for what we have can lead to greater happiness than constantly seeking something better elsewhere. Prioritize your health. Your physical and mental health go hand in hand. As you age, it's your responsibility to maintain it. I've battled with my weight my entire life because I've never been a thin person. It's not easy to go against your genetics since it's beyond your control. However, that's not an excuse to not take care of yourself. Daily exercise, a healthy diet, and getting plenty of sleep can prevent obesity and cardiovascular diseases. Living a healthy lifestyle isn't about impressing others. It's about making these changes for yourself. Looks do matter, but it's not the most important thing and will not guarantee success in the long run. Confidence reigns supreme and feeling comfortable in your own skin. That means developing a personality. This goes for both men and women. As for mental health, everyone has trauma and baggage. I had severe social anxiety in my childhood. I was terrified of interacting with people, and public speaking was a nightmare for me. I don't have social anxiety that much these days, but there are some instances where it becomes a hindrance. I highly recommend seeking a therapist, especially if you deal with anxiety, depression, and other mental disorders. By discussing your experiences and emotions with a professional, you become better equipped to navigate life life's complexities and make positive changes. It also allows you to gain insight into your own psyche and learn more about yourself. It's important to heal from childhood trauma before getting into a serious relationship. Everyone has their own timeline. You should never compare your timeline to others because everyone's path is different. What might work for me might not work for you. Life isn't a race, and you don't have to follow society's expectations. Marriage and children is a common goal that most people want to accomplish before their 30s. As an almost 30-year-old single woman, I haven't gotten married or had kids yet. I'm not under any kind of religious pressure or biological clock to become a mother right now. Honestly, I'm not ready to take on those responsibilities because there are other things I have to focus on at the moment, like my career and improving my well-being. I'm taking my time until the right opportunity presents itself. If you look at the current economic situation, people can barely make ends meet. Millennials and Generation Z are delaying marriage and parenthood because of the high cost of living, rising unemployment rates, and changing social norms. Unlike previous generations, millennials and Generation Z are prioritizing financial stability before starting a family. Also, because we're living in a digital age, there's more access to information at our fingertips. You can do a background check on anyone online and catch the red flags quicker than in person. There's no such thing as privacy anymore because everything is out in the open. Knowledge is power. People are becoming very selective with who they want as a life partner because a lot of people nowadays aren't qualified for marriage and parenthood. It's wise to seek partners who are committed, emotionally mature, share our values, and support our goals and dreams. Settling down and becoming a parent is indeed a personal decision and not a mandatory duty. We have the freedom to shape our own narratives and deal with the consequences, whether it be good or bad. The world is full of diverse paths, and there's no one right way to live one's life. It's all about finding what makes you happy and fulfilled. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the profound journey of my Saturn return and the important life lessons learned in my 20s. Turning 30 might be a milestone for some people, but for me it's just a number. As I approach my 30s, I carry with me the wisdom of my past and the promise of my future. I look forward to new adventures that lie ahead. Remember, each of us embarks on a unique path, and our experiences shape us into the resilient, ever-evolving beings we are. May your own cosmic cycles bring growth, healing, and alignment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay connected. Until next time, keep shining your light and embracing the magic of the universe.